Good morning. It is 6:53 and one of the downsides of the backpacking. When it rained last night, my shirt was mostly dry, but my shorts, underwear, and socks and shoes were pretty wet. So I had to put wet clothes on this morning. It's pretty cool out. So that's never pleasant, but it is what it is. All right, so for today, I'm 6.5 miles from getting in the river. So here in a couple hours this morning, we're going to start all these river crossings. We're only 23.7 miles from Doc's outpost, which I have a resupply box there. I don't plan to get there until tomorrow morning or early tomorrow. Just have to see how much this river slows me down. Doc's is kind of a famous place on the trail. There's some hot springs nearby. Actually, I'm going to go by a natural hot spring at some point today. Just depending on what time it is and if it's any warmer. Maybe I'll get in, we'll see. Slept pretty decently. And the other thing I'll be looking for today is hopefully it's back to our dry weather and some sunshine. And I'll need to dry out some of my stuff. Nothing is wet, but everything is damp. Actually, there are some things that are wet, but for the most part, everything's just very damp. It's been mostly rocky in this canyon, and now I'm about to enter Blowdown City, it looks like. Okay, I had climbed up out of that canyon and went over a ridge top. Now we're on this dirt road that's just lovely walking. And maybe a quarter mile back, I looked over through the trees right off the trail, and there was a guy taking his tent down. I don't know who he is. I said good morning. He didn't say anything back or even look up. I don't even know if he knew I was there. So maybe I'll see him later. I'm gonna stop for a view because I'm finally in a spot where the sun is hitting me and I'm cold. And I'm about to head back into the shade over there. This has been a steep, rocky descent, but it's taken on Grand Canyon vibes back over here. And we gotta get all the way down in the canyon. I am down here in the bottom of the canyon. So this first creek is not the Gila. I've got to cross this and make my way over the Gila. I'm gonna have to cross through there, and I was really hoping to take a break before I got my shoes and socks soaked so I could put them back on while they're not soaked. It's easier to put dry socks on. So this isn't a great spot, but I'm gonna sit down and take a snack break. And then I don't love the weather. It's not real warm. It's pretty cloudy. Looks like it could rain, and I've got to be in this river for the next several hours. So it is gonna be what it is. I took a short break just because I'm kind of antsy. My map says come to the river, but don't cross it, turn right. There are like 3 different branches that come together here. And there is a cairn and a trail right up that side. And it looks like this is where the footprints are. So I'm gonna cross it. I'm thinking this isn't the actual river and the river's over there. I don't know. I'm either that or there's a possibility that I wasn't supposed to cross back there where the trail crossed. So I'm gonna cross and follow this cairn, and there's some comments that the first couple miles are pretty much just a free-for-all, then you'll eventually find a trail. So here goes. I just crossed right here. Some of these crossings, I think, are deeper and swifter than earlier reports after all the rain yesterday. It has been mostly sunshiny lately. When the sun goes away, it's cold though, especially because I'm a little bit wet. That last crossing got up on my shorts pretty good. I've just got my stuff kind of laying out to dry out a little better since things were a little damp this morning. Taking a lunch break, like 7 point something to something we're probably gonna go a little side quest later today. There's a natural hot springs not too far from the trail, and there's some directions how to go through the woods to find it. So I may go do that. I'm only 10.9 miles from Doc's, so I could easily make that today. It's not even 1 o'clock, or it's almost 1 o'clock. But they closed at 4 o'clock, so I wouldn't be there till after. I couldn't pick up my package tonight. I could camp across the road at the campground, and I could have a shower and stuff, and they have Wi-Fi. But they don't open, I don't think, until 10:30 in the morning tomorrow. So I would be there tonight, and I'd have to wait till 10:30 to even get my box. Who knows? Who knows what I'm going to do? All I can tell you is today has been amazingly beautiful. I've enjoyed the river crossings, and it's a pretty great day. So I'm going to sit here and eat some Nerds gummy clusters, and then I'll get going in a little bit. This one looks shallow. I'm gonna go ahead and keep my camera out and take the risk of filming. Man, what an afternoon. This whole Gila River section has been just amazing and fun. But 2 days in a row of rain in New Mexico's a bunch. It rained for well over an hour. It's almost 4 o'clock now. I'll fill you in more later. I don't want to ramble too much here, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go to Doc's tonight, because tomorrow, leaving Doc's, I can go to the Gila Cliff Dwellings, which is a side quest I was wanting to do anyway. And I think the most efficient way to do this is to just go ahead and go to Doc's tonight. Okay, I'm going to show you the trail while I'm giving you the plan. So it's raining a little bit. It's been raining on and off for a while. I passed the spot where the potential hot spring. Didn't even look for it. It was raining pretty good when I came through there. So the plan is to, in 2.5 miles, I should be at Doc Campbell's and the campground. So I will shower tonight. Hopefully catch up on my YouTube work because they have Wi-Fi, and then charge everything up. And then I'll work on that again in the morning. And then Doc's opens depending on like 10:30 or 11. So once they open, I'll pick up my box, get all my stuff sorted and packed, and then we'll head out and go to the Gila Cliff dwellings tomorrow. I need to look at some logistics about that later, but I think that should be doable. What I'm kind of thinking right now is this is really odd because I feel very remote. Haven't seen anybody all day except the one guy early this morning packing up his tent. And apparently in 2.5 miles, I'm going to be on a road with the general store and a campground. So I just don't know where we get out of this canyon for that. Look what I see. A road. Ah. This is the Forks campground. Looks like a very primitive campground. There's a few camp setups over there, but I didn't see any people around. It's a very pretty road walk so far. About a mile left. That's the Gila Hot Springs Ranch down there. It's supposed to be a campground, but I don't see any campers. There's a couple campgrounds here, and I'm looking for a particular one that has Wi-Fi, flushing toilets, and hot showers. It's supposed to be the one closest to Doc's across the road. So hopefully it's real close. Doc Campbell's is right over there, but it looks closed. So this is where I think I'm going. I don't look like many people here, but I see some backpacking tents. I'm here at this RV park. That's a loose term. I think there's 3 RVs here and 7 backpackers. So I've had a hot shower. There's some decent Wi-Fi, but not good enough to upload videos. But apparently Doc Campbell's across the street has better Wi-Fi. So there's also apparently another like 10 backpackers, another campground. So there's a lot of people in the area. Just don't ever see them on trail, I guess. I am going to just hang out and work on some YouTube stuff this evening. It's almost dark now. And then I've got time in the morning until Doc Campbell's opens at like sometime between 10 and 11. I don't really know when they open. I have a resupply box there. So once I get that, we'll be heading out. So thanks again for watching. Have a great night. And tomorrow we're going to probably be back in the river again.